And then Satan reached up from hell to restore karmic balance. As literally yesterday, we talked about how PayPal is finally being sued for outright stealing people's money, allegedly, because they are closing people's account, often with the dickhole explanation and zero warning, and simply going, mine now, to all of the cash on aforementioned accounts. But good news must always be, apparently, balanced out by worse news as Microsoft decides to purchase Activision Blizzard in total. That is quite a move, though it makes a great deal of sense, because Activision Blizzard has probably never been worth more, possessing, as it does, an absolute ludicrous quantity of incredibly high-profile titles. It's got Overwatch, it's got StarCraft, it's got Warcraft, it's got a World of Warcraft, it's got Call of Duty, it's got Diablo, and of course King, the creators of Candy Crush, a machine that literally prints money with zero effort. And yet, despite this, Activision Blizzard has also probably never cost less, due to the various allegations against Bobby Kotick and the countless allegations of misconduct over at Blizzard's own offices, allowing Microsoft to pick the company up for a fairly neat $68 billion. Now, it's not exactly pocket change, I will admit, yet bear in mind, I would probably argue that World of Warcraft alone is probably $20 billion right there. Call of Duty, another $20 billion. King, probably another $10 billion. This is in all due likelihood one hell of a deal, as everything beyond that is basically just butter on bacon as far as Microsoft is concerned. And as for what this will do to their position in the console market, oh holy hell. Yeah, no, this was probably a pretty damn good deal, for Microsoft at least. For us, well, it's about as bad as you can possibly imagine, as Satan, Adele here, no, I read that correctly, said, together with Activision Blizzard, we will usher in a new era of gaming that's put players and creators first and make gaming safe, inclusive, and accessible to all. Because, you know, previous to this, there were checks and balances on whether or not you could play a video game. We have a little scanning device installed in your PC to check your midichlorian levels or something. Of course not. This is modern-day wokeist SJW bullshittery and nothing but, which, incidentally, is also rather interesting then that they are purchasing Activision Blizzard. Now, you may remember a few days ago we talked about Phil Spencer, one of the CEOs over at Xbox, who said that, whilst of course toxicity is absolutely terrible, no, and we should have cross-platform ban lists for such unacceptable behavior, it was not his place to, what was the term again? Virtue shame Activision Blizzard. That statement is seen in a lot more thorough context right now, isn't it? No wonder it was an Xbox job to do this, as they now own the company they were being asked to critique. And coincidentally as well, Microsoft to review its sexual harassment and gender discrimination policies. Which, I gotta say, it almost sounds like they're thinking to themselves, how can we do these things better, more effectively? But somehow I doubt that's the intention. And all of this right before they decide to purchase Activision Blizzard? Oh, coinky dinks are piling up high, aren't they? Something tells me that the accusations might not stop just yet, but oh well, details. I'm sure Daddy Microsoft will take care of the dissidents rather quickly. So, there is a mention here again of the total purchase price for $68.7 billion, which is, again, a fair bit of chump change, no doubt about it. And in a shocking move, Microsoft has purchased controversial gaming giant Activision Blizzard. Shocking as in surprising, sure, but again, this is a pretty damn good and savvy business decision, because never have more value been acquired, probably, for less. I mean, Call of Duty. The idea of maybe having Call of Duty as an exclusive, at the very least a timed exclusive, that's a big deal. They can now also delve into the myriad of other entries as well, and probably begin to absolutely violate them. As I do not like this in the slightest. I view this as a nearly universal negative, frankly. The purchase of Activision Blizzard, Activision getting Blizzard, was a bad thing and has seen the quality of Blizzard games drop sharply ever since. This is pretty uncontroversial, because it's a massive company taking over another massive company, whittling down the soul of the previous gaming giant even more. And now, massive companies are being bought by ginormous companies. What was that thing again? You better believe in cyberpunk stories because you're in one? Yeah, well, we're kind of heading in that direction, aren't we? These enormous corporations are only growing more enormous through every purchase, and every purchase like this is near guaranteed to make them even bigger. This is not a good thing. Not for us. We will have even less choice, we're probably going to get even shittier products, and we will have even less competition, as okay, Activision Blizzard is shit. Alright, let's look at the rest of the market. Oh, Xbox is literally owned by the same company that owns Activision Blizzard. I see. There really is only a question of time until Microsoft begins bringing down the hammer on any and all competition. You remember Games for Windows Live? That absolutely ass-backwards, terrible-ass service that Microsoft tried to introduce to corner a portion of the market? Well, their slice of the market just grew significantly. What do you think they might try to do next? I'm imagining an expansion of Xbox Online services in the very near future. God damn it. Yeah, I don't think this is a good thing. In the slightest. And honestly, this is the kind of things that, man, I'm becoming more and more of a regulations person, but anti-competitive laws, anti-competition laws, really need to be a little bit more stringently applied. Microsoft, a gaming giant, owning a gaming platform, purchasing one of the largest companies in gaming outright, which owns another one of the largest companies in gaming, and another one of the largest companies in gaming. You can start to see the problem being writ rather large on the wall here, can't you, at this point? Oh well, any hope that Activision Blizzard might be able to salvage itself is now well and truly lost, because I was a hint optimistic there for a while that Activision Blizzard, they've recently been firing a lot of people, by the way. A lot of people have been pushed out of Activision Blizzard for, you know, no particular reason, totally. It's fine. It might have to do with the allegations, it might be purging ranks, and maybe a few problematic individuals that have been a little bit too loud in their complaints have been shown the door and tossed right on through it. In fact, I predicted this very thing would happen, that they'd begin to fire fairly large quantities of people, and voila, here we are. I was kind of hoping that after the scare of the revolt, the coup d'etat against Blizzard, that they might start to realize what was happening and begin to purge the ranks, which again, it kind of looks like they were starting to do as well. But now that they've been taken over by Microsoft, a company that, well, celebrates this with the usual buzzwords, yeah, that ain't gonna happen, I don't think. We're not going to be seeing better games out of this. That is almost certain, in my opinion. And for people like Bobby Kotick, for the investors, the people that were in at the top of Activision Blizzard, this is a golden ticket. Holy hell! Bobby Kotick was like, I'm gonna take just the minimum salary of $63,000 a year. Minimum salaries, indeed. Yet now, the company's been bought out for $68 billion? Oh, I imagine many of the leading executives will exit the company in the relatively near future, maybe, going, oh, you know, we need fresh leadership now. Yes, I'm all for this diversity and inclusion stuff, so it's best that I step down with a golden parachute the size of South America. Whew. we'll have to wait and see on that, I suppose, but I view this as a near universal negative. I see no positives in this whatsoever. What? More money will now flow into Activision Blizzard? Like, oh yes, money was the problem with recent releases, absolutely. No. This is gonna suck a pretty large ding-dong for us in virtually every single scenario, so... Again, karmic balance has been restored. Until next time, I've been Arch. Thank you all very much for watching. If you liked the video, please do consider liking and subscribing, maybe sharing, and hey, commenting. That's a neat trick. Very much so. Have a good day, and, you know, try not to get too depressed. We had some good news, now we get the bad news. It's the circle of life.